Hey guys, my name is Eric Dolan. I'm the author of The Real Mexican Cookbook, your guide to cooking real, authentic Mexican food. Anyways, I'm just going to make a short video here on how to make the real authentic taco. These are going to be real tacos, not the Taco Bell variety that you'll find at Taco Bell or many of the YouTube videos that you'll see are going to be Taco Bell variety tacos. These are the real Mexican taco variety. So anyways, let's get started. Alright guys, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about salsas really fast. You can always just go to the store and buy like a Cholula sauce and use that on your tacos. But I prefer to make my own salsa. Today I'll be making green salsa. I have recipes for red salsa, which I'll put in, which is in my book. And I'll put the link to my book right here where my hand is. And it'll also be down in the bottom in the link. For green salsa, you will need several ingredients. You'll need, for a medium spiciness salsa, you want about 4 of these serrano peppers, half an onion, a handful of cilantro, and about 4 tomatillos. Tomatillos will come in a kind of a little wrapper like this. You will remove that and throw it away, and then rinse this off. They will be sticky. And then about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. You will place all of these ingredients inside a blender, or in my case I'm using this is a Bella Kitchen blender. It's like a kind of one of those rocket blender things, and blend those up. You want to salt it to taste, usually about 2 or 3 pinches, and that'll give you a good tasting green salsa. Anyways, just prepare that. Some people like to prepare that first. They think that the longer it's blended, the better the taste. But in my experience, it doesn't really make much of a difference. So let's get on to making the tacos. I'm going to blend this up real fast, and then I'll get on to the tacos. All right, guys. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the meat first. There's several different kinds of meat you can use. My favorite is personally is chili pastor, which is basically a kind of pork that has some pineapple and onion in it. Sometimes that's pineapple, not always. It just depends on who makes it. I like to go to like a Mexican market and get my meat. It usually is pre-seasoned, pre-seasoned. All the ingredients are placed in it, and then all you have to do is cook it. You can also get like a carne asada, a cabeza, chicken, many other different varieties as well, just whatever you prefer. You can make your own meat as well, just cut your own beef or chicken or whatever, and marinate that or season it how you like. But anyways, as far as I like to go and just get the pre-made stuff from the Mexican market, which tends to work best for me usually. So anyways, let's get on with it. You're going to want to use some oil or vegetable oil or something. I just kind of just spray the pan a little bit with some cooking oil and wait till that gets a little bit hot before I proceed. Alright guys, so my pan was heated enough, so I threw the meat on in there. I'm just going to go ahead and cook this until it's done, and then I'll show you how to make the tacos, the tortillas. So anyways, until then, you don't want to watch me cook this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so I'm going to turn you off here and get back to you in just a minute. Alright guys, looks like it's about finishing up, so I'm going to remove this and put it on the table, and I'll get on to the tortillas and the other ingredients they need for tacos. Alright guys, before you make the tortillas for the tacos, it's very important that you prepare any other ingredients that you're going to include. You can include pretty much anything you want, but for this simple, authentic recipe, I just like to include a little bit of onions, some more cilantro, and then also about 2 or 3 limes cut up in half so you can squeeze them onto your squeeze lime juice onto your tacos. Anyways, I'm going to show you how to do the tortillas right now. Let's get back to the stove. Alright guys, about cooking the tortillas. I like to get the corn tortillas from the local Mexican market, or just any corn tortilla that is not cooked. You have to cook these. Basically, you'll preheat the pans. Some people like to put oil in the pans. I don't like too much oil, so I am just going to leave those dry. If you prefer oil, same directions basically. Just be careful you don't burn yourself with that oil. It's kind of harder to cook with. Basically, you're just going to throw the tortillas into the skillets. If you have help making tacos, you can do them a lot quicker because you can have someone cutting cooking the meat or doing the tortillas or cutting vegetables or making the salsas. But doing it yourself doesn't take too long. About you can make tacos in 10-15 minutes. It's an easy meal. I will also place an oven-safe dish in the oven and place it to warm setting up here. What that does is it allows me to cook the tortillas and keep them warm so they don't get stiff. If they get stiff, it's not very easy to put the ingredients into the tacos and eat, and it just isn't very fun. So, anyways, you want to cook these basically until they are a little bit brown. You don't want them burnt, but they will start kind of get some bubbles in them. You want to flip those, make sure that you cook them evenly. And when they are done, they will be, you'll see. All right, these are about done. You can see that they're getting a little bit, hang on. Brown, you know, so they're kind of browning up right there. So that they'll be a little bit brown, they'll be a little bit hot, and when that happens, you're gonna want to throw these into the oven-safe dish in the bottom of your in your oven. You know, you can also just place them in a covered bowl, and that usually works pretty good as well. Be careful getting these out; they are a bit hot. And anyways, I'm gonna cook some more taco shells, and then I'll move on to the rest of the tacos. All right, we're about done with our tacos. Now we just gotta assemble them. Basically, you just kind of want to set up an assembly line, and it's pretty simple. You just kind of, you know, I like to follow this step. You can put them together however you want, but I prefer to put the meat first, then the salsa. Just like a spoonful or so, whatever you prefer for as far as the spiciness or the taste goes. Put a little more. Then I like to put some lime juice. Just take one of these limes, squeeze the lime juice into the taco, put some onions, and a little bit of cilantro, and that's it. You got yourself some legitimate, authentic tacos. That's a little bit much for the cilantro, but you get the point. Just assemble that, and there you go. Over there, you might have noticed these brown things. These are actually, it's a Brazilian dessert called brigadeiro. It's a rich chocolate dessert. It's really good. One of my favorites, actually. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I love this food. And I will be making more tutorials in the future. Anyways, like I said, I'm going to put a link to my book down at the bottom, as well as I'll put a link to here, right on top of my hand right here. And hope you guys enjoy.